René, how did Alain's arrival at Renault change things? Because it seemed to me with Jabouille, you were the faster driver and you were the dominant personality. Then Prost comes in. How different was it for you when he was there?
You know, when I was with Jabouille and with Prost, my strategy to drive and to make a private test, it was exactly the same. I developed the car, I developed the tires. Sometimes you test some suspension, aerodynamic, and at the end of the day you have a briefing. But sometimes you don't speak about what happened during this day, because the next driver, in part of you, tests the same way. Exactly. Monday one, Tuesday another. And only after the third day you speak all together, because it's very narrow to find a good solution. Because if you start in a bad way, you lose the time. And for me to work with Jabouille, with Prost, was the same. I have a big character, but I accept another driver has the same character of me. Because if you don't have a big character, you don't drive in Formula One.
French Grand Prix, 82. Alain Prost is your teammate at this point. Is it fair to say that 81 had been a hard season for you at Renault, and then in 82 you come back stronger? Is that fair?
I am not stronger. I am the same. The victory depends also a lot with your team. If you have a good car or not a good car. At this time, Renault was very strong, but reliability was not strong. And we lose the championship maybe for 2 years. But the race was like that. In my first time, you have only 16 races. It's very short. The points were very low. And, you know, when you have a possibility to win, you must win. When you don't have a possibility to win, you must to finish second or third, or to finish to take the point for the championship.
Well, René, I just need to explain what it was like going into the French Grand Prix in 82. You were on pole position, another brilliant pole from you. There was a belief on the Renault pit wall that you and Prost had an agreement before the race.
First thing, very important. My contract and the Prost contract is 1-1, not 1 and second driver. Renault doesn't ask me nothing because I have 3 years before, very nice. The second thing, is near my birthday, the Grand Prix. I am born the 4th July. And my car was perfect. The difference between Prost and me on the World Championship was very low, not very high. And we are in the middle of the season, not at the end. We start the Grand Prix, and after Saturday, we have 3 times or 4 times, I don't remember, a meeting with Larousse, Prost, and me. And Prost said, if you are leader of the race, and I am second, you give me the first place.
Why? Why did Alain want that?
Because he said I have some point more on a World Championship. And when he asked me this 3 or 4 times, I don't remember, I was smiling. No answer. The last test, Prost asked this between Larousse, Prost and me, not the manager of Renault, because Prost said the manager of Renault was there, not there. When he asked me, after 5 minutes, I take my hand and I said, yes, yes. But I was smiling.
Were you joking?
Yeah, completely joking.
What did Larousse say?
Larousse said nothing. He doesn't ask nothing between me. It was Prost to ask the meeting, always. And we start. My car was very fast, very good. he was very, you know, when you win the Grand Prix, it's strange, but it's very easy to drive because everything is very good, perfect. 10 laps before the end, I was always afraid because I listened my nose, my engine, and everything, but everything was in a good condition. And I win the Grand Prix. That's all. After the Grand Prix, Bernard Anon was the president of Renault and of Renault Formula One, and Gérard Larousse and me was so happy. And I started with Bernard Anon to Paris with a private jet because you have a airport near the track. You arrive to Paris. You go directly with a saloon car in Renault in the Champs-Élysées. We make a big night, very big night, because this day Bernard Hinault, you know Bernard Hinault, he wins the Tour de France, and he was there also. And we finished the party at 7 o'clock during the day, in the morning. Everybody of Renault was very happy. Bernard Hinault, Larousse, all the mechanics, compris the mechanics of Prost, was very happy also.
But Alain was not there.
If he make a mistake, it's not my fault.
Did you and Alain ever talk about this afterwards?
With Alain? It's impossible to speak with him. No. I have nothing to explain. I am the same contract. We are in the middle of the championship. And why I must to give my place? At the last race, it's impossible for me to win the World Championship. But it's possible that, for example, Prost has a possibility. I help the driver because I work for a big constructor. But if I have possibility to win, I try to win, especially the World Championship.
So why was such a big fuss made after that French Grand Prix in '82? I've looked back through the footage, I've looked at some of the magazine articles, and it's this big fight between you and Prost about team orders, but it seems to me there were no team orders from what you're saying.
For me, it doesn't change nothing. For the next Grand Prix, I said hello to each mechanic. Gérard Larousse was really happy at this time. And when I to leave to Renault, I cry because it was a very nice team. 4 years, really interesting. I developed the turbocharge. The mechanics was very good, very strong. Michelin was a very, very nice performance with the tires. It's difficult to change the team when you have at the start a very good team. But you know, when you have a possibility to drive Ferrari, everybody wants to try to drive with Ferrari in this career.
Are you and Alain friends now? Can you, 40 years later, laugh about it?
Yes, when I see him, I said hello, and hello again. After, you know, I accept really a big driver in part of me. I think he doesn't accept. I respect everybody. But for me, it's also important that Alain develops the car in the same way like me. This is really important.